Hello guys and welcome back to another World of Tanks replay. Today I'm playing my T10 again. This is one of my favorite tanks to play right now, so you're probably going to see a lot more of his gameplay videos. I'm actually uploading two replays back to back today, this and the T54e1. I think I found out what was wrong with the quality of my videos. I think I'm trying to upload it too high of a bit rate according to some of the links I was looking at. So I'm going to try and fix that, so hopefully this video renders better. And so right now we're going to push up this little corner here, just try to get ahead of some of the guys that are rushing down. If any of their guys are going to push down, they're mainly medium focused teams, so feel pretty confident sitting here. Not to mention this tank's a lot faster than most heavies, so the heavies that are going to go there, we're going to get there before them. You can see their IS-6 just getting there, and this T-54 took a lot of damage, and I get a nice lucky hit right there on the bottom of his turret. I honestly didn't think that was going to pen, but I took the shot, and it was quite rewarding when that happens. And now I'm just going to push up here and see if I can pressure this RU at all, or this IS-6. Try to put a shot on this T-64, but critical hit, no damage. Damages track. Don't know, still don't understand that mechanic fully, but hey. And here's, take a nice heat round from the T-54. Gotta love it. Heat spamming a vehicle. The T-54 is a good tank. Now we get to put a nice little shot into him and take a nice chunk of his health away. Though unfortunately my team don't get to finish him off, so that was kind of disappointing for me. I was really hoping they did when I tracked him, but no. We bounced the heat round there and then donked the shot into this thinking rubble. Kind of sucked. Then I'm just gonna push up here, bounce another heat round right off our turret. And this time, I think he underestimates my reload. He thought he was going to reload before me. But T10 only has 10-second reload, so T54 cannot fire 2 rounds before I'm reloaded. So it was nice that he stayed out in the open for so long. Right now, we're going to sit here and see if I aim at this Udez, and I realize there's no way I want to hit him. So then I just kind of push forward. Thought I was going to be able to get a shot in here. Now I'm going to actually push back to where the Leo is. Get some shots into the rear of those guys because they're trying to push into our base. I thought they were going to try to cap for sure. If they tried to fast cap, they probably would have won this, but for some reason they didn't. We put a nice shot into the Leo. He starts to aim back and realizes I'm going to start side scraping, so he's just going to try getting out of there so he doesn't take more hits. And it works for him. Then I'm just going to try to push up, get behind him. This FV over there does give me some trouble up here, you'll see. Unfortunately, he does more damage to me than I'd like to admit. But bounce that shot, and next shot he pulls really far out. So I try to get a shot into him, but I'm not reloading in time, and he puts one into me. But I'm really worried about this Leo. I didn't want him to come back behind me. 390 alpha damage. So we're going to put one nice shot into him. Then we're going to turn around and try to deal with this FV and Type 64. Type 64 probably gives me more trouble than the FE really does because of what he does to me. You'll see here in a second, and bounce off that. You've seen it bounce off its upper plate, so that kind of sucked. See, I keep bouncing the FE shots, but then APCR from the Type 64 manages to get shots into me. Try fixing my tracks, but right after I fix my tracks, the Type 64 breaks my ammo rack, so now I got like a 20-second reload. But luckily the VK4502B comes to my rescue. There's no way they're going to do much now. So put one more shot into him, and the VK is just going to sit there and face hug him. And that FV is going to be dead before I get to put another shot into him. But so far it's a pretty alright game. 2,849 damage. So I was pretty happy with it, but I still want to get more damage, and luckily this Tiger P grants me my wish. He comes around the corner and we get to play another shot into him. That brings our damage total up to 32 to 66. And with a damaged ammo rack, when people come to you like this, it's kind of rewarding. I keep forgetting how light this heavy is compared to a lot of the other heavies. So I always try to ram people and realize it doesn't really do much. And we managed to get the killing shot on him, which was pretty nice. And then I see that this AMX-30 is trying to push around back to their cap. So I'm going to see if I can get a nice sneaky shot into him. And to my surprise, I actually do get the shot, and I get really, really lucky that I don't even hit my teammate with this. So, and there you go. So 3,337 damage and 3 kills. And now we'll move here on to the next replay. Also post game results of this before the next replay, so you guys can see everything I did. And welcome to our second replay, guys. This time in my T54e1, and we're playing on, I think this map's called Tundra. I'm not really familiar with all the map names. They took all my favorite maps out, so hopefully they're going to bring some of them back. I would love to see Ragged Ridge or Sacred Valley again. Those maps were two of my favorites they took out. I just love the art style in them. Everything else just seems kind of bland. But we're going to make a push for this hill here because I figure they got all their heavy, or all their top tier tanks, tier 9, so I figured they'll probably be over here. And the T55A is over here too, so I figured we can back them up. And unfortunately I see only 2 T34s are going over there, but I figured they'll be able to do quite a lot of damage before they get taken out. So I figured we could hopefully get this cleared out quick, but as you can see their mediums got up here a lot faster because we're not the fastest of mediums, and T55A takes a couple of nasty hits here. And Bulldog's not dumb enough to try to come out. Actually a pretty decent scout player, but then I'm just going to sit here and try to bait this WZ-120 into shooting. I don't think I was actually peeking out far enough because he never did fire a shot. I mean, usually you can bait somebody, but fortunately he didn't. Bulldog takes another hit there, goes on top of the hill though. And I actually looked at my mini map here and seen the IS-2 was down there, so I was starting to wonder how my team was going to be able to deal with him. And I see the T54 mod 1 and Type 20 or T26 heading back to deal with him. I figure the two of them should easily be able to do with the IS-2, even if he has support from that IKV-90 on the hill. But even though I look like I want to turn back around because I want to see if I can get these guys to push up some, because I want these guys to push so I can use like the hill to my advantage and see if I can track them and unload the rest of my clip into them. I'm also worried about this Type 4 or T49. I keep saying type every time I see a T. I don't know why, but if he gets a shot into the rear of my tank, I'll miss most of my health right there. I mean, he has 910 average damage, I think, with his high explosive shells. And that hits the back of my squishy American tank. Yeah, it's gonna hurt me. And we're gonna push up here because WZ hasn't been spotted, so I'm gonna sit there and see if I can peek out and spot him real fast. And when he doesn't get spotted, I see he's spotted up there now, so I'm gonna push up. And this AMX has been giving our team a lot of trouble here. Gonna put a couple of nice shots into him. Then we're going to push up here and see if we can get a couple more shots into him. And I'm kind of worried about this WZ-120 because, I mean, right now my backup's kind of slim. But the AMX backs up again, so let's put 2 more shots into him, huh? Leaves him on 4 health. It's a one-hit kill for anybody on my team, and I'm going to sit here and hope the WZ's not going to push us because I really don't want to take too much damage from him. But it seems like the 54 lightweights holding him up there quite well. I don't know why they didn't push him. I fired 4 shots. I guess they weren't really paying attention because they don't seem inclined to push around. So I think the WZ still thinks I have shots in my clip. But then when he does, he just tries driving off the cliffside. I'm almost reloaded though, so I'm going to actually push into him because I really, really want to do more damage to him. Firstly, the first shot just hits his track. Second shot hits him, and I'm not letting him get away. So I'm going to push over this hill and I'm going to try to get the killing blow on him. But if I remember correctly, yeah, the 54 lightweight got him. He was a really good scout player in this match, so I mean, it's a really aggressive scout because it gets decent armor and a decent gun. So it's always good to have one of those on your team. And then type in chat here that I'm coming to help the T55A because they got Tiger P and T34 up there. If they put 2 shots into him, I mean, that's pretty much like 600 of his health already gone. So then he's going to be a 1-shot for either one of them next. So I tell him I'm coming over here so he knows he can play a little safe. And I've seen the Tiger P try taking a shot at me, but then they're going to actually try to push on the T55A, but I'm going to get there before they're going to be able to do that. And Tiger P realizes it at the last second, but it's too late at this point in time. He's gone. And next we're going to go for this T34. And he's trying to aim me, but I'm just going to wait because I see the T55A is coming around, so I'm not going to push a shot and take unnecessary damage. Then once I see he starts aiming at him, this is my chance to go put a couple shots into him now. Back up. Oh, then I get a nice lucky bounce. So finish him off there. And I'm just going to push down over this hill while I'm reloading. And then T32 pops up where I least expect him to actually pop up. I did not expect him to push across the bridge and be so aggressive when he's outnumbered like that. Probably what he should have done is push into the T26e4, because he should have been able to kill that pretty easy, and especially with the assistance of his arty behind him. But I don't know why he tried pushing over here when he knew the 2 tier 9s were over here. So we're just going to push into him real fast. I'm almost reloaded, so I don't really mind taking a hit. And bounced off him. Bounced off him the second shot too, even though it says critical hit. But that one will go in, and my next shot there goes in. And I do take a hit from him again. Now I'm on 600 health, so I'm just going to sit here, let my teammates finish him off. Then I'm going to sit there and push over, see if I can get any more damage. So everybody else is a lot faster than me on my team, so this is actually as much as I do for this game. But not a bad game. 4,263 damage. So I'm pretty happy with it. I did 1,009 spotting damage and blocked 110, which is pretty decent in this because you don't always get. Some games it seems like this tank has more armor than you think it would, and other times it seems like the tank has no armor. But this was nice top tier matchmaking, so that was pretty nice. It does actually get some decent side armor though, 76 millimeters, so I can side scrape pretty decent with this. Just that turret ring, it's nice, big and bulky there. It's really easy to penetrate, so if you peek too much with it, they just go straight through your turret ring there. But tell me what you guys have been thinking of the replays. Hopefully this one renders a lot better than the last one did. Once again, end battle results will be at the end. Leave a like, share, comment. I would love to have some feedback. Thank you guys.